Devin Haney stated that Lopez got offered to fight him, but he went another direction. Instead of a chance of fighting him, he basically pulled out of the WBC tournament, or he let Bob Arum pull him out. So now all he got to do is fight Zaire. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but after that he'll become the number one mandatory for Lomachenko versus Campbell, which is a tough task, is an understatement if Devin Haney actually fights the winner of that fight. So let's get straight to it. Now, Devin Haney tweeted that Lopez has went another direction instead of fighting him, and that's an interesting comment right there. You know, Lopez, people feel like he be clout chasing a lot when he calls out certain fighters, but he definitely want no smoke with Devin Haney at this point. He want that fight to build, so it could be a tremendous fight in the future. You would think he want the Lomachenko fight to build instead of the Devin Haney fight. Since him and Devin Haney are still working on becoming a champion, you know, why not fight each other? And then the winner of that fight, Lomachenko. But Lopez already sparred Devin Haney, and he knows what Haney all about. So it seemed like he was capping when he was talking about he beat up on Devin Haney, because one story he told that Devin Haney was running for 6 rounds. You know what I mean? You're just using his jab. So you're trying to say he schooled you them 6 rounds, you know? So if the sparring lasted 6 or 7 rounds, you're already down 6 rounds to 0. You know what I mean? So that's why probably Lopez don't want that fight due to style matchup. But we'll see if he takes the Lomachenko fight, or he capping on that as well, you know, or if he just used the weight excuse and move up in weight, saying he can't make the weight anymore. Or maybe he want to fight Lomachenko and he being sincere, and he want to fight Lomachenko first because he ain't going to be able to make the weight anymore. And Devin Haney obviously got the body structure to move up in weight up to 147, maybe 154. So he ain't worried about Devin Haney, and he know Devin Haney will always be there. So we'll see on that. But for sure, Devin Haney ready right now. You know what I mean? He ain't worried about a damn thing. He feel like he could take on anybody. And he even wants the winner of Lomachenko versus Campbell, which I feel like that's crazy at this point. You know, his team might want to slow him down on that one. I would never say that when I see somebody wants to fight the top dog in the division, but I feel like he need to fight a regular champion first before fighting Lomachenko, because Lomachenko has too much experience on him from the amateurs, even the pros, as far as the top level fighters. And you know, Devin Haney, he 20 years old, man, so he pretty young. Floyd Mayweather made a tremendous step up when he fought for his first belt at 130. He fought Hernandez, which was the lineal champion at the time. But I feel like Lomachenko is more of a threat than Hernandez at the time. However, I still feel like Devin Haney is Lomachenko's biggest threat at 135. So it's vice versa. But at the end of the day, I feel like Lomachenko got too many advantages on Devin Haney at this point. So he should wait on that fight. You know what I'm saying? Take that fight when he's 22, 23 and maneuver his way till then. But he felt like he's ready now. You know, he wants to smoke now. And nothing but respect to Devin Haney. And if he actually gets that fight and beats Lomachenko, man, he cracks the pound for pound list at that age, which is going to be a reminiscent of Floyd Mayweather. So, I mean, it's only right. He got taught by Floyd, and he looks up to Floyd, and he got taught by Floyd Sr., I should say. So, at the end of the day, he fights like Floyd Mayweather. Now, is he as good as Floyd Mayweather? We'll see. You know, so Lomachenko, he got a lot of cats coming for him. I mean, Stevenson, Shakur want to fight him. You got Lopez want to fight him. You got Devin Haney calling him out. So Tank Davis also need to make a statement and get the smoke before one of these guys do. Because then if one of these guys get the glory for being Lomachenko, Tank Davis gonna feel silly as hell for not taking that fight and taking that risk, which he is very capable of winning that fight as well. You know what I mean? I would favor Lomachenko at this point, but I mean, that's still a dangerous fight for Lomachenko if Tank Davis decided to take that fight. But Devin Haney making a statement. He made Lopez eat his word. Now we'll see if he make Lomachenko earn tremendous respect for the moves he's making, and will he be willing to even fight Devin Haney? Because you got to kind of question that. He did duck Salido rematch, and he also ducked Pacquiao fight. So why would he be interested in a Devin Haney fight where he ain't gonna gain much out of it, and is a huge risk, you know, versus a young upcoming fighter that's looking like Floyd in there, you know what I'm saying? So will Lomachenko be willing to take that fight, or will he just want to unify and then vacate all the belts and move down to 130 pounds? Because he been talking about him wanting to move down to 130, which is funny. You can't be pound for pound number 1 or 2 and want to move down in weight. You should be moving up in weight, you know what I'm saying? You should be moving to 140, conquer the next division, you know what I mean? But that's what Lomachenko want to do. But nothing but respect for Devin Haney for winning all the smoke, from the Lopez smoke to the Lomachenko smoke to the Tank Davis smoke. So he doing big things, and like I said, nothing but respect for that, because you see Tank Davis, he more established in the pro game, and he ain't doing what Devin Haney is doing or willing to do, which is step in the ring with Lomachenko that early. So like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about him, and if you're trying to get dumb about it, second, don't, and listen to these casual ass fans. And I wonder if Ryan Garcia gonna want some of that smoke. I mean, his best option is Devin Haney, because in the amateurs he did beat him a couple times, so he gonna feel like, oh, okay, maybe Devin Haney, I got a shot against him. But I'm telling you, that's a completely different fighter. Ryan Garcia, you need to up your game. Peace. We outie.